What kind of volume are you expecting for Sunday's game? How much of that $4.3 billion is FanDuel going to capture?
We're going to see a significant chunk. Our business has been booming over the last few weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, and we're expecting our biggest single game wagering activity ever on the Super Bowl Sunday.
Is this just the beginning? How kind of are we in terms of evolving betting in the United States? A number of states, I think it's Illinois, Colorado, Michigan, Virginia, they're all going to have legal betting this time round. This time next year, how many more states do you think are going to be allowing it?
I think you'll see another 5 or 7 states next year. And importantly, even states that have been on for a year or two, like New Jersey or Pennsylvania, we're still seeing incredible growth from. And so I think it's not just when it legalizes, but it'll take several years to even reach close to full penetration. And so we're really excited about growth across the board.
Well, even as more states legalize and the business itself is growing, competition is also growing, and you're seeing a lot of new entrants to this market. How do you see yourself competing against the likes of a DraftKings, and how do you retain your market share with more competition?
Sure. So we've been very fortunate in building a #1 position by a significant margin over the last 2 or 3 years. And we did that by doing 3 things. One is being fan focused and making sure that every day we're delivering the best product experience, building a great brand, and then also having the most things that somebody can bet on, so the broadest product offering. And we think that if we continue to innovate in those areas, we're going to continue to build our leadership position.
Matt, do you see Robinhood as competition?
It's a great question. I think we look at ourselves as competing against any form of entertainment. So to the extent that people are using Robinhood for entertainment, it is a competitor. But the reality is what we're trying to do is create really engaging customer experiences, but purely through an entertainment lens. I would not represent myself as an investment product.
Well, Matt, following up kind of on what Guy is saying, we've been talking a lot on Bloomberg television recently about the gamification of the stock market. People are bored, they want entertainment, they're making bets, and of course that applies to sports betting as well. But given that, how much are you expecting it to fall off when this kind of stay-at-home world stops, we emerge from this pandemic? Is that going to mean volumes are seriously reduced for the likes of FanDuel?
We don't think we'll see any fall off in volume. And frankly, we think we'll continue to see more growth. The reality is sports betting has always been around. It's just been in the illegal markets. And what's happened as states have legalized is we've been able to take share from the illegal market. And so most of the growth we've seen is really that phenomenon versus necessarily pent up COVID demand. We operate a really strong retail footprint, so we might see a little bit of a shift between retail and online. But generally, when we talk to customers, really the growth that we're seeing is being powered by people either trying it for the first time, but it's something that they plan to continue to do post-pandemic, or it's people that were always betting, they were just doing it illegally.
Matt, I just want to carry on with the comparison with what we're seeing with Robinhood. A lot of the saga around Robinhood has been driven by, some people say, stimulus checks. Do you think some of the money that you're going to see this weekend is going to be stimulus check money?
No, when we look at people's wallet and then frankly their entertainment wallet, there's always been a slice of that wallet that goes to gaming, right? And what was typically happening pre-pandemic is they were just doing it in casinos. And so we have seen some move of that kind of gaming wallet online. But from our perspective, again, the activity we're seeing is consistent with what we would have expected with or without stimulus.
Interesting. I want to ask you, obviously, DraftKings is a big rival of yours in this business, and that's a stock that's up something like 250% since it went public, and it did so through a merger with a SPAC. I'm wondering if FanDuel has any plans for a spinoff to go public, and if you did so, if you would also consider going the SPAC route.
So our entire focus is building the best business that we can, both for our employees and for our customers. We're fortunate through our relationship with Flutter, which is our majority shareholder. We have all the resources we need to do that. And so that's what we're going to continue to stay focused on, which is being fan focused and building a great business.
What do you think is going to happen Sunday? What do you think the result? Where would, if you were going to bet on this event, which element of this event would you be betting on?
So from my perspective, the most fun part of our customer experience and frankly, where we're getting the most positive feedback is our same game parlay product. And so we have hundreds of different things and markets that people can bet on. And through same game parlay, they can actually pair those into 2, 3, 4, 5 leg parlays and really create something custom for what they think is going to happen. And so if I could bet, which I can't, I would be doing a same game parlay because that's, I think, one of the most fun products we have out there. And we're fortunate that we're the only one with it.